And welcome back to What If, and we are in the last What If of the week of What Ifs. Then we'll get back to our regular schedule Wednesday and Sunday usually, and I got the week of who wins coming this week, so just keep your eyes out for those. But in the week, we continue on with the What If. Naruto had stole the scroll of sealing after the Mizuki incident. So we have left off with an interesting little scenario here. Sasuke has been approached by the Sound 4. They're giving him the option to join Orochimaru, giving him to that, the time stamp or expiration date, whatever you want to call it, giving him that the time frame which to meet him. But Sasuke, first off, doesn't have the curse mark on him, so he's not as influenced by it. He's not influenced by it, and he's also been spanked a bit by Naruto a little bit again. Had a conversation with Kakashi, but he wasn't tied down for it this time, and he's actually kind of more thinking these things out a bit. So he realizes that, driven by hate and stuff like that, what has that been getting me? I've been beaten by the loser twice, and pretty soundly too. Sasuke's also realized Naruto's kind of starting to slowly become a driving force to get stronger. He wants to surpass Naruto so he can then get stronger, and it's helping him train. He realized that a little bit. But it's like, so what do I do? Well, screw it. No, he says, I need to see the Hokage. It's about Orochimaru. And then he goes and explains the situation to the Hokages, to Tsunade. So here we are. We are now in a scenario where they're wondering, it's like, okay, how are we going to handle this? It's like, well, they're expecting me to be there. And it's like, I need to be there. It's like, Sasuke, I understand, but these guys are Orochimaru's basically elite force. These guys have to be at least Jonin, high tuning, low Jonin level at minimum, and I'm sure they all have curse marks and stuff on them. It's like, I don't care. It's like, they're looking for me. I gotta go. It's like, so we'll send some Jonin and we'll set a trap for them. And he brings that up, and Tsunade's like, that does sound like a firm strategy, but we've still got to figure out who to send with you. We don't have a lot of Jonin on call right now. The ones we do have are probably wouldn't be up to the task. And then she unfortunately realizes, like, oh, this is gonna kill me, Shizune. And then she basically goes on here and comes, could you bring me the following ninja? About 20 minutes later, Shikamaru, Naruto, I would say Neji maybe still shows up. Kiba shows up. Hinata's also there. And basically they all show up. The Genins that are available for fighting. Fortunately, Lee's out in surgery right now, so he can't. And and Tenten's. Remember, this is happening at night, so go around, basically find me the available Genin. Essentially, you get the Sasuke Retrieval Arc squad, but with an added addition, with the addition of Hinata as well, who, remember, beat Neji in the Chunin games in this scenario. So she has proven herself a capable fighter. And it's like, what are we doing here? Graham, come on, Graham, we're doing this. It's like, shut up, brat! It's like, you're all here because we got an important mission. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be an A-rank mission. It's like, what? Everyone's surprised. Like, and I'm not going to lie, there's a chance a couple of you might not make it back. Because you're basic, and she explains the scenario, and she even offers, I get it, you're all very talented Genin, probably above the rank of Genin in terms of your skill, and Shikamaru, you're Chunin, you'll be heading of this, but if any of you don't feel up to it, Shikamaru, I have to order you to go, but if any of you don't really feel up to it, I am going to give you the opportunity to opt out of this. And, Choji's not feeling great about this, but he's got Shikamaru there, and he's going to be there to back up Shikamaru. So it's like, Neji is like, firm gaze. Keeps like, you got it. Hinata, again, would also be a little dubious about it, but, Naruto's there. It's like, Hinata, I don't want to see you get hurt. You don't think you can do this. Yeah, it's like, I don't want you to put yourself in the scenario that you can't feel you can be in. But just know, if you come with us, we'll be by your side, all of us, including me. And then he just gives him that smile, to which, again, everyone kind of sees the little, and then romance, the little sparks of the romance starting there, and it's like, her eyes just get something hard and turns like, and Tsunade also doesn't shy away from noticing. He doesn't say, I was like, oh, so the Brad's baby got himself a little girlfriend. Interesting. Gonna have fun holding that over his head. So it's like, all right, so we're gonna establish a plan. Shikamaru, basically everyone will formulate a plan here. You'll also have 2 Ambu guards waiting in the wings just in case. So we'll develop a plan. And they'll go to it. Now, as the other's like, Tsunade breathes says, hey, Brat, Naruto, hold on one minute. It's like, just I want to say thank you for taking this. I know it's a big deal. No problem, Lady Hokage. Naruto, I imagine Naruto, being a little bit more mature in this, would call her Lady Hokage. Would call her Lady Hokage. And in the right circumstance. And she'll notice that too. By the way, what's the deal with you and you girl? Hinata was her name. And then Naruto's like, well, what? He's like, you two seem to be getting kind of close there. It's like, something you want to tell your old granny Tsunade? Suddenly you see him start to go low. He's like, we're friends. That's all. Are you sure you don't want to be a little bit more than friends? We got a mission to do. And then, Tsunade realizes, like, oh, I'm going to get some leverage out of this later on. But right now, serious face. And, she was a drinker, Tsunade, so yeah. So, basically, we have Sasuke walking, doing the thing, where he walks towards the Sound 5. Sakura's there to stop him. Sakura being a little bit of an idiot at this point. It's like, no, you didn't. Sasuke, I'm so in love with you. I can't stand it. And Sasuke... it's like, it's like, and he still does the whole Sakura, thank you, and then knocks her out. It's like, sorry about that, and basically just says, could one of you pick her up and bring her to the Hokage's office and have her explain to what's going on? It's like, yeah, actually, no, I think what would be better is, stop, if you go, boom, it's like, yeah, we'll get her out of here to kind of explain what's going on. It's like, thanks, be sure to hurry back, please. So Sasuke goes and everything along those lines, and we got to get far away from the village. So it's like, fine, whatever. And basically here now you don't already have the curse mark, so this pill will both give you the curse mark, assuming you survive it. It's gonna rapidly accelerate the process. Like, yeah, about that. And then, he's like, okay, we're going to do this, or Sasuke's going to croak. And then, they got him, and they were huffing and puffing. It's like, okay, we got it. And all of a sudden, kunais come out of the ground, and just explosives go, oh, it's an ambush. It's like, you don't want to hurt your precious Sasuke, do you? It's like, what do you mean? Shit. Basically, they surround him. They're all, a couple of them are hanging back. Naruto's hanging back with clones at the moment, because Sakuragi explains, like, you're the best for support, so you need to hang back. 2 Ambu are there, basically facing off with the Sound 4. They all automatically have the curse marks going on. It's like, and now hold on. It's like, we don't want age. It's like, you need to go right now. And then Choji's there, human boulder. And then Danbo's guy's like, oh no, you don't. And it's like, earth barrier, earth dome. And, Choji just hammers right through that. Kiba's like, fang over fang, and then both Neji and Hinata both basically come and just tag team Kimimaro, who isn't able to counteract both of them with his natural armor, so he does get tagged by Neji from the back, whereas actually, no, what would happen? Well, they both tagged him, but I think Neji would appear first. Basically, like, Kimimaro puts the metal, it's like, hey, you think that's the best you can, and Hinata comes from behind, just, and then just tap, 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 tap. It's like, crap! It's like, but she's able to grab her with his arms, just throw her at Neji. They're able to kind of rebound off each other, and then just, square off with each other again. Meanwhile, Tayuya is able to get her flute out, but just as she's about to do it, you just hear the sound of 1,000 birds chirping, and they all hear it, and there's and then she realizes she's just got a fist through her chest, so good, this shit hurts, and they're all just shut. Sasuke is right there, just like, gotcha, and just, and she just drops dead. Like, wait, why? If that's who's in the if that's who's in there, then he just, then Kimimaro just, or Jidambo just opens up the seal, and you see Sasuke then just goes, and Sasuke just, poof. Shadow clones, the shadow clones pop out, and about a dozen Narutos pop out with some jutsus ready to go. It's like fire style, wind style, water style, and then they basically just come at the remaining Sound 3. And I'd say Naruto throws like a tornado fist at Kimimaro. Sakon and Ukon. Sakon and Ukon get the fire jutsu, and then the water jutsu comes over to Jidambo. Jidambo's able to counteract because Earth is stronger than water in this world for the chakra. And so he's able to counteract that to some degree. But Sakon has to get the hell out of the way, gets a little burned, and Kimimaro is still able to, is still getting hit by the wind to some degree. So ultimately, so he's a little cut up. Sakon's a little burned. They're overall is fine, but now they're facing off against the squad, and they just go full on curse mark level 2 at this point. And they realize, shit, the two Ambus unfortunately get axed off by Kimimaro pretty quick. Jidambo maybe blows off one of their head, and they spears the other one through like the chest. And it's like, I guess it's just us now, guys. Sakon's about to come split and try to possess one of them, but gets caught by Shikamaru's shadow clone jutsu, whereas Choji comes in and just wails on Jidambo. Jidambo is just trying to, they're going toe to toe for a while. Him and Kiba would be going toe to toe because they're the physically best physical fighters. Meanwhile, Hinata and Neji are going toe to toe with Kimimaro with Naruto's help, I'd imagine. And Sasuke, Shikamaru, and there was one more, right? No, I think that's all I had in this particular version. Sasuke and Shikamaru are going after Sakon, Ukon. Luckily, though, and unfortunately, they realize they can't split because they're possessing the same body with a shadow clone. They realize, I can't get out, I can't move. And then they use basically all their curse mark power to basically overpower Sasuke, split right before another Chidori comes and splits them right in half. So, shit! It's like, that was close. It's like, we got a problem now. There's two of them. So, yeah, I can see that. And then they're basically squaring off and they charge at them. Meanwhile, back at Kimimaro versus Hinata, Shikamaru, and Naruto, he summons the giant spider, but Naruto just summons the giant toad and just eats the spider. So it's like, crap. And it's like, yeah, crap's right. And then Shikamaru again, both Neji and Hinata both use the Chidori, or rotation, to basically block all the blades that are coming after him. One does manage to get through, but unfortunately he can't capitalize on that because Naruto's right on his tail also, doing close range combat, which unfortunately Kimimaro can't necessarily cope against because he can't do his arrow, but he does spit out an arrow, kind of like doing a blade to blade kind of thing, just shink. 4 blades, just ching, 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 ching. Naruto's just like has a few clones. They're doing their best to keep out of reach, using like the tornado fist as kind of like a shield, just ching, ching, boom, and then Rasengan, boom, blast him. But his metal's strong enough that he's not getting any real damage. He's getting like superficial damage, like his skin's grinding, and the metal's even warping a little bit. He's even impressed, like, that's some technique you got there, kids. Like, damn, he's strong. And then he decides, all right, fine, then just puts on the Fox Chakra cloak. It's like Neji, Hinata, go help the others. The others need help more than I do. I can take care of this guy. He's like fire wrapped around him, and Kimimaro even seen as like, oh crap, this is gonna be tough. And then just tries to throw the arrow at Naruto, but Naruto actually grabs it and it's like, and then he just kind of looks at it like, ding ding. This is some strong stuff. He just funnels his chakra through it. So now he's pretty much, it's not a sword, obviously, it's an arrow, but he's using it like a weapon, like a flaming weapon. And Kimimaro just like, shit. And then Naruto just charges at him. Cut to Jidambo versus Choji and Kiba, they're having trouble. Choji's about to use his like family's trump card, and Shikamaru's like, "Don't do it, Choji!" But just as he's about to, Neji comes in and starts like heading to chakra points of Jidambo, and his arm just goes flap. Just, it's like, damn it! And then Kiba comes in again. Let's go, Akamaru! And then turns into the giant wolf, and then just shreds into Jidambo. Just, and Jidambo's barely alive, but he's hanging in there. Just, you... But I'm gonna kill. Then Choji comes in the last minute, like, boom, grabs him with his gun. He's like, "No, you're not. No, it's like, you know what hurts my friends." And it's like, "You remember that?" Just in hell. And then it's just basically Sakon and Ukon, and now Hinata's there and taps him. Taps one of them and it's like, I'm gonna enjoy. We're gonna enjoy ripping you apart, little girl. Just as they're about to, though, everyone else is coming. It's like, we've got a problem. We can't take them all on. No, we can't. Maybe we could take a couple of them with us. All of a sudden, they all feel a chakra coming. Now, Naruto's about to deliver the final blow. Basically, at that point, delivers the final blow to Kimimaro, as he pretty much just runs his own spear through him. It's like, ah! But they all sense chakra, and then Kimimaro shows up. And now, I mean, most of these guys are now tired. Choji's exhausted. Kiba and Akamaru are exhausted. Hinata and Neji are still probably okay, but they're definitely on the tired side. Sasuke's used 2 Jujoris. He's pretty wasted at this point. And Shikamaru, tired at this point. Naruto's the only one who's probably the only relatively fresh fighter still, because he's just got the stamina. So now it's just it's like, you'll be coming with me. You will be Lord Orochimaru's new vessel. And then they see the bones come. It's like, oh boy. And then Naruto sees, like, it's like, you'll be coming. And then right as he's about to, he kind of plows through everyone, cuts them up. No one's dead, but he cuts them up. And he's about to grab Sasuke, but then he just clangs with Naruto and just shing, and then Naruto's like, it's like, no, he's not going anywhere. And it's like, yeah. And then Kimimaro knows of Naruto because of the trouble he's given Orochimaru. So Naruto probably has mentioned the fox brat before. He's like, that chakra, you are the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. And then everyone hears that. It's like, oh crap, they heard that. We'll deal with that when we deal with that. So he just blows back Kimimaro with Kimaru's his new toy. Honestly, I think that he might use that long term. Granted, it is still shaped like an arrow, but he might use it like as just a melee weapon, because it would make a great melee weapon. Sharpen it up a bit, sure. There's nothing to indicate that stuff actually dissolved at all, if he so chose. Particularly the metal weaponry part of it. The webs, sure. But the metal of it, no, as far as I can tell, there's nothing to indicate it disappeared. So he's just like, okay, guys, get out of here. I got this. And then he just powers up to a one-tail cloak, because he can tell this guy's in a different league just on his own. And then he has his curse mark activated. And so now they're going toe-to-toe, weapon to weapon. Kimimaro, I think, is the better swordsman, because just he's had time to practice with it. But Naruto's holding his own. He's healing from whatever hits he gets. The Fox's chakra is buffering him. Kurama's even saying, this guy's different than the other one's kid. You're gonna have to be careful. It's like, yeah, tell me something I don't know. Shadow Clone Jutsu! Hellfire Jutsu! And then, the exploding kunai raining down. And just boom, Kimimaro just boom, he's lost skin, but his bones, those are tough shit. It was like hard to steal his bones. He can make his bones that hard. That's why he used them like his melee weapons and sword. And then digital shrapnel, and then poof, Naruto just takes a shot but gets it out. They go toe to toe again. This time he goes into full second form. They're going, what was it, like forest, something like when he did the whole boneyard forest thing. Just powers up. Naruto just powers right through it. Just boom, smashing through it. So now they're just looking at each other, facing up. He's got the hardest bone he can, that melee weapon attack. And, it's like, fine, it's like, let's end this. Yes, let's. And he just plants that spear back in the ground. So he gets a Rasengan going with Tornado Fist, and combining them together starts to create a kind of, he can't create a Wind Rasengan on his own, but using it in conjunction with a Wind Jutsu, particularly the nature of the Tornado Fist, which wraps around, things along those lines, does more or less create a Wind Rasengan. He just can't create one on his own. So he doesn't even realize it. He's just, though when he's watching it, it's purple, and he actually sees it's different too. He's wondering if it's a fox or it's the jutsu, because he never tried this before together. So he's forming them together, and he decides to put on. We're almost out of battery power too, so great timing. Almost done with this what if, or this episode anyway. Powers it up, and it's like, no, that's not me, kid. That's your own power going. And so he powers up to the 2-tail form. Is that he needs all the power he can, so he does power up to the 3-tail form thanks to Jiraiya's a little bit of training with Jiraiya. He doesn't use it unless he has to, and he's kind of gotten the primal form going on a little bit. He's kind of losing a bit of himself, but he's still there. And then they just charge, and they collide, and it is just boom! And just Naruto, it still struggles, but it starts to just shred through the bone slowly but surely. And Kimimaro even just like, impossible. And then his arm just starts to go, and then just, and Kimimaro just stands like, impressive. You will become something great. But Lord Orochimaru will always be greater. Lord Orochimaru. And basically his entire body is just shredded and gone, and his heart's pretty much gone at that point too. It's just last bit of pure willpower just keeping me alive, just coughs up blood. It's like, I wish I could have been more useful to you, Lord Orochimaru-sama. And then boom. And then Naruto kind of just nearly passes out, but then he's grabbed by Gaara's there, and the Sand Twins are there, and everyone's there. Everyone's able to get out. It's like, hey, and they bring him back. And everyone's just like, yeah, you did it! Woo! It's like, yeah. They brought the bodies back, studying and things along those lines. Because that's what you would do with these bodies. And ultimately, yeah, it turns out well. Now, we're going to end it here because we're going to do a little bit of stuff before the time skip arc. But we're going to save that probably for a different video and then go into the time skip at the end of the next video. And then we're on episode 6 right now or 7. Point being, either episode 8 or 9, whichever one it is, that will be the Shippuden era. So that's where we're going to leave off for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win. Star Wars, Superhero Magic, what if, anything I do on the channel, put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you